In star year 4044, a mighty battle was waged between an interstellar rebel alliance formed by the noble Princess Kali Divine, a human earthling, and the reptilian Illuminati army known as the Archons, led by the dreaded space pirate Wrathchild. The war was fought fiercely, and losses were great on both sides, depleting the already dwindling populations for all species involved. Utilizing a mix of artificial intelligence, clone biotechnology, old-fashioned human ingenuity, and strong military operations planning, the Allies emerged victorious, turning back the Archon threat and killing the fearsome leader Wrathchild in the process. After this great conflict, the galaxy would see peace for a time, as these two warring factions steered clear of one another, until the appearance of Megalodon. Birthed from top-secret Nazi lab experiments in Earth year 1945, from DNA thought long extinct on the now uninhabitable planet Earth, the Megalodon is a fearsome mix of human, amphibian, and cartilaginous fish, a war-minded eating machine. With its ancient predator DNA, the Megalodon seeks to destroy any and all in its way. And what remains of the Archon army, led by the reptilian bodies of General Joseph Stalin and the notorious occultist Aleister Crowley, seek to recruit him to serve their nefarious purposes. A new dark age of savagery, the age of Archon. So begins another episode in the endless war for survival between those eternal enemies, the Allies and the Archons. Heads up, fleet. Our radar screens show an Archon fighter approaching formation from 6 o'clock.
Tracking it, Commander. It's flying a particular zigzag pattern. I'm having difficulty locking onto it.
This is for all fleet pilots. If you get a lock on this fighter, fire at will.
10-4, Commander. The fighter's in my sights.
Fire! Confirm strike.
It dodged the lasers. I've never seen one move like this, sir.
Fire again.
Another miss. This thing can maneuver.
Pilot, confirm strike. Confirm strike. Pilot! Damn it. Allied fighter down. I repeat, Allied fighter down.
There you are. I should have known you'd be working out.
Not much else to do around here, Princess.
Oh? I can think of a few things.
You're wearing me out, young lady. We need to find you a good book.
I've read them all. Twice. Besides, you're a clone. Stamina shouldn't be a problem.
I'm still flesh and bone.
Oh, I know. What do you say you flip over and work on some pelvic thrusts?
Golly, can you at least wait till tonight?
Fine. I can't focus with that damn Sasquatch's music blaring over the loudspeakers at all hours.
Really? It helps my workouts. Foot's got good taste.
Well, it gives me a headache.
And you still wanna fuck? Tell him to turn it down.
I've tried. He just keeps running laps.
How's that for stamina?
Van Helsing, I want a baby.
This again? I thought we agreed.
On not having kids? I never agreed to that.
Kali, you said yourself, I'm a clone. We don't know what's in my DNA. I may not even be able to reproduce.
There's no harm in trying.
I think we're pretty well practiced, don't you?
Well practiced at pulling out.
Collie.
Don't cowling me. I'm tired of wiping what could be the next generation off my stomach and throwing it in the trash.
You have a way with words, you know that?
As do you, and I'm sick of talking. I want a baby.
Here? Now? There's not even an habitable planet to raise a child on. What kind of life would he have?
Who said anything about he? Maybe she'll be a little girl.
And maybe the first and last thing she'll see is a flaming asteroid speeding right at us before impact.
You're a real fatalist, VH.
Fine line between fatalism and realism, sweetheart.
You're impossible.
And you love it. Let me finish my reps. We'll talk later. 104, 105, 106.
See how easy it was to pick off that allied fighter, Bogey.
I did indeed, sir. And this abandoned Archon fighter ship is the perfect cover for you. The Allies will blame such attacks on their enemies, whilst you cruise undetected. Until it's too late.
Just like the old days. And this is only the beginning. One by one, the Allied fleet will fall like seals on the ocean's surface, defenseless for the plucking.
You make it look easy, sir. You're every bit the predator in space that you were beneath the Earth's sea.
Yes, the Earth's sea, my home for ages and ages. Did you know, Bogey, that today is my birthday?
Is it? Congratulations, sir. May I ask you how old you are?
You may. It's been 3,000 years today.
3,000 years. Truly remarkable, sir.
Yes, I am. A marvel of creation. A miracle of evolution. And when all's said and done, I will repopulate outer space and give rise to the new interstellar age of the Megalodon.
Tremendous, sir. It is an honor to serve in your employ.
You're a good bot, Bogey. I am pleased to have found one so loyal, waiting dormant aboard this crashed vessel.
I was made to serve, sir.
Well then, bring up more buckets of chum from the galley, and make sure they're chilled with lots of fish heads. Victory makes me hungry.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Princess Carly.
Of course, Bort. What's the matter?
I'm afraid there's dreadful news. We've lost one of our exploratory allied fighters to ambush.
Ambush? It's peacetime.
Do we know who's responsible?
The flight commander reports an Archon vessel as the culprit, ma'am.
The Archons?
But they've stayed on their end of the galaxy for months. They've avoided conflict like the plague. Why would they return and attack us now?
It makes no sense. They must have a new weapon, or ally, or goal, or something.
Shall we mobilize a return strike, Princess?
No.
No, but...
I said no, didn't I? It's not up for debate.
Okay, you don't have to bite my head off.
Ambush tactics are often used to lure us into a trap. We can't fall for that. The Archons know our firepower is greater, and after last year's conflict, our numbers are about even. I agree with Van Helsing. They must have a trick under their scales.
But we can't just sit and wait until we get hit again. We have to...
When I want your opinion, VH, I'll ask for it.
Awkward.
Comrades! 1 year has passed since our defeat in the Great Archon Allies War. This has been a period replete with events of an unfortunate nature for all. Undoubtedly, this war was the main event of the post-Earth galaxy. It would be wrong to think that this broke out accidentally, or as a result of blunders committed by certain statesmen like the late Rothschild, although blunders were certainly committed. As a matter of fact, the war broke out as the inevitable result of the development of bioengineered and artificial intelligence forces on the basis of present-day monopolistic forces. Some have more than once stated that any structured system contains elements of general crisis and military conflict that, in view of modern developments, do not proceed smoothly and evenly, but do so through crisis and catastrophic war. The uneven development of armies usually leads to a sharp disturbance of the equilibrium within the galactic system. Hostile groups usually attempt to change the situation and redistribute spheres of influence in their own favor through the use of armed force. As a result, the galaxy is split into two hostile camps, and war breaks out between them, which is where we Archons have found ourselves for far too long. Therefore, it is with great pride that I announce our new mission to recruit the ancient Nazi bioproject Megalodon for the special trait in its DNA, which is necessary for development of a new biochemical weapon that will transmute the remaining human race back into the reptiles from whence they evolved, thus compromising the Allied forces from within and expanding the Archon army. It is said that victors are not to be judged, that they must not be criticized. This is not true. Victors may and should be judged. They may and should be criticized. This is beneficial not only for the cause, but also the victors, as there will be less swole-headedness. Go forth bravely, Archon comrades, into the fire of meteor storms, into the hail of asteroid showers, into the nothingness of the black hole, and emerge cleansed, victorious!
Attention, Bigfoot. Your presence in the command center is requested at once. I repeat, attention, Bigfoot.
Heard you the first time, toaster face.
Your presence in the command center is requested at once.
Yeah. Y'all better have a damn good reason for interrupting my run.
I'm glad you could join us, Bigfoot. We haven't seen you in days. If it weren't for the exorbitant amount of missing rations in the galley, or the blaring music throughout the halls, I'd wonder if you were still aboard.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that, princess.
About what, exactly?
The rations were really running low down there, and I noticed we're orbiting the Borgium Nebula, whose meat markets are second to none. Can I get some Traptolevicon steaks? Talk about a protein. They'll go a long way, trust me.
We're here to talk business, Foot.
So am I. Starvation's some serious shit. Take it from an age-old elusive Sasquatch. I know.
Bigfoot, let me remind you that as a sworn member of the Allies, you are obligated to come when called.
Are you ordering me to come?
Enough with the wisecracks, Foot.
What?
Let me rephrase. You must act on orders when duty calls.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's more like it. It's good to see that you're not all mindless hulking brawn and testosterone-fueled might. I knew I saw something in you, Bigfoot. And not just the size of your massive feet.
Massive feet? Why don't we stay on topic here?
I'm the one who decides the topic, VH, but thank you for your concern. Earlier today, one of our exploratory fighters was ambushed by an Archon ship. The pilot was killed.
What? Those dirty rotten...
Stay on point, Bigfoot. I don't want to launch any retaliatory action just yet. I want answers.
Fucking A, so do I.
I think we should set course for the galaxy's rim, but not all the way into the Archon's midst. See if we can spot anything, like new weapons or troops massing.
I like that idea. Of course, if you wanted me to go in guns blazing, I gotcha. No backup needed.
That's what I like about you, Bigfoot. You're such a man.
I'll notify Harrow and Board on the bridge. In the meantime, why don't you and I talk someplace private?
No, we're good. You said everything I needed to hear earlier. Change course and tell them to keep our speed down. No warping. I don't want to do anything to draw attention to ourselves on the way. I'll be in my quarters if anyone needs me.
Okay.
If there's nothing else, we're adjourned.
Ra, I need your advice.
Don't they all? What is it this time, Glow Nelsing?
It looks as though the Archons are acting up again. They shot down one of our pilots in a blatant provocation of war.
Tell me, are you certain it was an Archon fighter who attacked your pilot?
As certain as anyone can be. The ship was ID'd, and who else would do this? It's got all the hallmarks of the Archons.
Convenient, isn't it?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that the universe is chaos, and chaos always contains the element of surprise.
So you're saying the Archons aren't behind this?
I'm not saying anything, Glow Nelsing. I'm merely giving my impressions. That's why I'm here, is it not?
Your wisdom's appreciated, Ra. I like hearing a voice that speaks on things other than Kali's goddamn eyelight agenda.
Sounds like you've something else on your mind as well.
Relationship drama.
Oh, trouble in paradise.
She's pushing hard to have a baby.
A baby in this galaxy? She is stark raving mad.
Sometimes I think she is, but you know what they say.
The crazy ones are better in bed.
I was gonna say love is blind, but that works too.
It always holds true, regardless of planet or species. So tell me, Glow Nelsing, are you going to knock that woman up?
Kali's unlike anyone I've ever known, and there are less and less quality women left out here every day. She's strong, smart, sexy. She does this thing with her kegels sometimes. She squeezes me so tight I almost can't pull out.
I call that the trap. First, she bewitches your mind. Then, when your constitution is weak, she uses force. It's as old as humankind itself.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, huh?
I've no use for physics equations, clone. Those are tools for the analyst. I inhabit the spiritual realm, where logic and meaning are but mere branches on the tree of life, and can be snapped and discarded just as easily. I am the eternal sun god Ra. I obliterate stars with the snap of my fingers.
I've been meaning to ask, why are we still here? If you can wipe us out just like that.
What reason do I have to do it? I enjoy amusement too. You see, the chaos of the universe also flows through the mind. Everything is connected, and to destroy you would to some degree destroy me.
We're in this together then.
If you like.
Ra, if the Archons were behind this latest attack, who would you say is the prime suspect?
The prime suspect? That's easy. The good man gone bad. Betrayer of women and men alike. Corrupter of innocence. Dark angel and self-proclaimed Antichrist. The mountaineer. Poet. Theologian. Black magician. Spy. Drug fiend. Sex addict and traitor to the people, the ace of immorality, the duke of depravity, the grand master of grotesquerie, the prince of perversion, the king of corruption.
Who the hell's that?
Who am I? I'm Alistair Crowley, you insufferable drone. The great beast, 666.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't recognize your transmission code. It won't happen again.
You goddamn right it won't happen again, you blithering idiot! Burn in the fires of hell and be prepared to bow down before me when I get there. General Stalin, come in.
What is it, Crowley?
What is it not shall be the proper query, General.
Again with the board games. I've no time for frivolity, magician.
Magician? Ha! What I bear are matters larger than life and death themselves. What I invoke is the afterlife, the great beyond, all the pleasures of heaven in the deepest pits of hell.
Yes, and as the kids say, you're killing me, Smalls. Get to the point. I've an army to lead, a future to realize, and I've no time for your phantasmagoric mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo, eh? I'll show you mumbo-jumbo. You spend your time shining your shoes to a perfect sheen, whilst I let go of all that is known and can be anticipated magically, to embrace a supernatural modus operandi in which there are no safeguards, no guarantees.
Get to the point, Crowley!
Have you yet found the mighty Megalodon I foresaw in my mind's eye?
We're searching high and low. Our outer space surveillance has discovered that the late General Silas's spaceship has gone missing from its crash-landed grave marker. Only a creatures hailing from the likes of the deep Nazi state laboratories would have a hope of operating such advanced technology.
Find the ship? Find the shark.
That's the idea. So, in the event you come upon Silas's ship, don't destroy it. I want that Meg taken alive.
And after you get what you want, I want shark fin soup.
Patience, Crowley. Patience. If we play our hand well, when all said and done, we'll all have what we want.
Do as thou wilt, General. That is the whole of the law.
Heru, my screens show an Archon ship circling 40 parsecs behind our fleet. Is it the vessel we're looking for? Let me see if I can get a good read on its serial number. Attention, all pilots. Activate rear thruster shields. Got it. Serial scan is pending. Excellent. Run it straight into the system. See if we can get an ID. Way ahead of you. Here it comes. What the? What is it bought? What? The vessel just came back as a decommissioned ship belonging to General Silas. General Silas? But he was killed in a firefight last year. He was confirmed dead. I know. And if Silas is dead, who's piloting that vessel?
Well, if it isn't the mothership of the Allies themselves, such heroes of the cosmos.
Hey, that isn't General Silas.
Congratulations, genius. That's very astute of you. What a marvel of modern programming you are.
He's a smartass. Identify yourself, Shark.
Certainly, I'm the ghost of planets past. You remote-controlled buffoon. For thousands of years, I lurked deep in the Earth's oceans, 50 leagues deep to be exact, until human fools bungled everything and destroyed their perfectly good planet, and my habitat along with it.
But you're not some textbook Megalodon. You're something else.
So perceptive. Yes, it's true. I was found and captured by Nazi forces in 1945, just before the end of Earth's Second World War. From there, I endured a battery of brutal tests and unholy experiments that ravaged my ancient body, and ultimately made me stronger, made me what I am today.
A freak.
A freak of nature, yes. And unbeknownst to the Nazis, my transformation allowed me to survive and thrive for decades more. It gave me the strength to withstand the destruction of the Earth, and my updated brain made it possible to ultimately escape the radioactive shell that Earth's become.
Join the club. Are we supposed to be impressed? Hardly.
You've survived nothing but brains. You were both created in some human's lab, just as I was. Whereas my memory dates back thousands of years, your consciousness reaches back only as far as the moment some bespectacled fool pressed your power button.
Well, that's just mean. I'll say. This shark's a real prick.
You haven't seen the half of it. I'm going to avenge my dead planet, and then make chum of you all.
Are you the one who downed our fighter ship and killed our pilot?
What do you think, robot?
Hmm, 6 days. Nothing to get excited about. It could be nothing. Or it could be what I've hoped and prayed for so long. I should schedule a time to see Dr. Jekyll. He can give me a definitive answer, if that's what I want. Is that what I want?
Pardon me, Ma'am. We have news.
What is it, Haru?
We made contact with the Archon pilot that downed our fighter.
You have? Who is it?
It's not an Archon. It's a Megalodon from planet Earth.
A Megalodon?
Yes, ma'am. He's flying General Silas's fighter ship, which he discovered crashed on Earth's barren surface.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, ma'am. It's no joke.
I've heard it all now. Is this Meg in custody?
Negative. We tried to snare him with our space net, but he darted.
Find him, and I want him captured alive. No excuses.
We have him on our radar. We'll do our best, Mom.
I don't want your best, Haru. I want results. A Megalodon? God damn it.
Heat shield has suffered severe damage.
Heat shield? Who needs it?
We do, if we hope to broach any of the nearby planet's atmospheres. Without the shield, this spacecraft won't be able to handle the fiery temperatures it will experience upon entry.
Blasted allies. They weren't satisfied with simply destroying the Earth. They won't be satisfied until they destroy every last thing they touch. Return via bogey. Down every vessel we lock in our sights.
As you wish, sir. It appears they're using cannon shields, sir. Our laser fire is causing no significant damage.
How appropriate. They can protect their shiny spacecrafts, but they can't protect their home planet, just like humans.
This doesn't look good, sir. We're surrounded and vastly outnumbered.
Bah, I've spent millenniums surrounded and outnumbered, bogey. From the depths of the sea to the corners of the laboratory, and I've emerged unscathed. Time after time. If you think this puny allied fleet can deter me, guess again.
I do admire your gusto, sir. But we can't just linger here. We're sitting ducks.
I agree, Bogey. We are sitting ducks. So why don't we make like waterfowl and show these allied geeks our tail feathers? Warp speed ahead.
Warp speed is also disabled, sir, and a flash meteor storm is sweeping our way.
A meteor storm? What luck. It's great cover. Navigate through it, Bogey. But for God's sake, don't hit anything.
I'll try not to, sir.
Let them try and follow us now.
Our radar shows the Allies tracking us from outside the eye of the storm, sir. They're simply navigating around it to wait for us to emerge from the other side.
Smarter than I thought.
Attention, Megalodon. You're surrounded. Turn off your engines and surrender peacefully, and you won't be hurt.
It sounds like a reasonable request to me, sir.
Well, I didn't ask you, Bogey. Fire on my command.
But sir, we're surrounded on all sides.
We've already been over this, robot. It only makes things more interesting. Now, when I say fire, unload everything we've got.
Yes, sir.
Fire!
Our laser cannons are disabled, sir.
Of course they are.
VH, Bigfoot, meet me at the dock immediately. We're going to the Styx lockup to interrogate our new prisoner.
Interrogation. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Attention. You are now entering the debarkation area. No talking, no smoking. Follow the red line. You have the option to terminate and be cremated on the premises. If you elect this option, notify the officer in your processing area.
I wonder, has anyone ever opted to be cremated on the premises?
All the time. Since we established this facility on Styx, it's estimated only 67% of new inmates actually serve their time. That entrance announcement is one of the best cost-saving moves the Allies have ever made.
Whatever works, I guess.
I'll say. Look how Bigfoot walks. Like he owns the place. There's not a tentative bone in that Sasquatch's body. And what a body it is.
Take it easy, Princess. What's gotten into you anyway?
Don't worry, VH. Not your friend. I doubt he'd even fit. How big is he? Do you know?
How the hell would I know that?
Well, I don't know how close you two are.
Not that close.
I trust you find the amenities to your liking, Megalodon. Allow me to introduce us. I'm Princess Callie Devine, leader of the Allies. This is my colleague, Jack Van Helsing. And this impressive specimen towering over us is known as Bigfoot. You may have heard of him.
Such a human. All those wasted words.
Rest assured I'm finished. It's you I'd like to hear talk.
My actions speak for me.
What actions are those? Surrendering without a peep?
That Archon junk I was flying around was worthless. If it had reliable cannons, I'd have jumped the stars with your insides.
Colorful. And nothing we haven't heard before. Why don't you spare us the hollow threats and...
Hollow? Open that door, bitch. You'll be the one that's hollow.
Watch your mouth, fuckface.
Or what? We'll have a fist fight.
No. I'll just flip the switch to my right here and choke you to death with poisonous gas.
Threaten me with a good time, surface bait.
Enough! You're not an Archon, Megalodon. You had no quarrel with us. Why did you down our spacecraft?
No quarrel with you. You, the ones who turn Earth's oceans to fire with oil. You, the ones who rendered my home planet a barren radioactive ball. You, the ones who left me to flop and sizzle under a red sky like a fish on a grill. No, I've no quarrel with you. You're not even going to put up a fight because you won't see me coming until it's too late.
Nice speech, Meg, but it kind of rings false. You should have prepared one where you're behind prison glass, begging for mercy.
Begging for mercy from you. I need no mercy from you, because there's nothing you can do to hurt me. You're no different than the servers who used to ride Earth's waves. Just a different suit is all.
So this is vengeance for what happened to planet Earth? You're misguided, Megalodon. The Earth was my home too. I lost loved ones.
You'll lose much more than that before this is over, you insufferable cunt.
What did I say about that mouth of yours?
Don't worry, Hotshot. You'll get well acquainted with my mouth.
You're a hybrid, Megalodon. Part shark, but part other. What gives?
The Nazis are what gives, whore. But their meddling only made me stronger. More savage, more elusive. Oh, they had big plans, but then they lost the war, and me. Now, I won't stop until you're all dead, until you're all extinct.
In the spirit of Astrum Argentinum, the Silver Star, magical order of the Third Eye, I call to thee, Corondon. I am I! From me come leprosy and pox, and plague and cancer and cholera, and the falling sickness. I will reach up to the knee of the Most High, and tear his phallus with my teeth. Bray his testicles in a mortar, and make poison therefore, to slay the sons of men.
Well, that was uneventful.
On the contrary, VH, we got exactly what we came for.
Which was what?
His motives. Megalodon is consumed with hatred for what remains of our human race, on account of losing his habitat. He'd kill us all in a heartbeat if he got half the chance, but the important thing is that he's not in league with the Archons. He's just a lone shark with a grudge.
How do you know he's a lone shark?
Not a lone shark, VH. A lone shark. A rogue. He's not affiliated with anyone, and now he never will be. We're throwing away the key. He'll never get out.
Never? Who, pray tell? Sounds like my kind of acolyte.
Speaking of enemies who'll never get out, I'd like to drop in on one of our model prisoners while we're here.
Oh? And who might that be?
Hello, X15642. We meet again.
Ah, Van Helsing. To what do I owe the intrusion?
Intrusion? Did I catch you at a bad time?
I was just writing my manifesto on the wall in hydraulic fluids.
I thought I smelled something foul.
I'm sure it's a fascinating read. We won't take up too much of your time, X. I was just curious if you knew anything about your new tier mate, Megalodon.
Tier mate? There are others here?
149 others, to be exact, at last head count.
Well, I wouldn't know. I never leave my soundproof, airtight cell.
Except for that one time.
Right, except for that one time.
I'll cut to the chase, X. Any info on the Meg could make your time go easier. Keep your audio speaker turned on, in case anything interesting happens. Then let us know.
Don't worry, allies. I'll let you know first. I'll always let you know first.
Alas, I know first the secret that sweet Kali keeps from her enemies, from those who would pluck her ripe fruit and squeeze its succulent juices over Pan's navel. And I, Alistair Crowley, shall use it to at last bring an end to the human race once and for all!
This was a mistake, VH. We never should have come to see the exterminator. It was starting to regress into the recesses of its own hard drive, as we planned, with the sentence of solitary confinement. Now we've woken it up, reminded it we're out here. We've endowed it with renewed purpose. It'll recharge itself, start examining the bolts, screws, seams, cracks, and crevices, searching for another way out. A way to get back at us.
If the X is that determined, it would have happened sooner or later anyway.
It's not determined. It doesn't think independently. It's programmed, and it's programmed to destroy. The X-15642 is the worst creation to hit the cosmos since the atomic bomb, and it's up to us to make sure that it never breaks free again. If it does, the Archons may be the least of our problems.
Relax, Kali. I get it.
I hope you do. I'm ordering round-the-clock surveillance on both the Meg and the X, just to be safe.
Sounds good to me. Hey, Foot, what do you say we pick up that game of dodgeball when we get back to the HQ? We're tied 2-2 if memory serves me.
Not so fast, Jack. You and I have an appointment.
An appointment? With who?
Dr. Jekyll.
Jekyll? Oh no. After that Teleport Chip 5000 implant fiasco, I want nothing to do with that goddamn quack.
It's not up for debate. Consider it an order.
Yes, ma'am.
Archon comrades! Today, I am at the head of the strongest army in the galaxy, of the most gigantic Starfleet, and of a proud reptilian force. As the enemies I see before me are the same enemies as ages ago. But the path along which I look forward cannot be compared with that on which I look back. Our Archon race now recognizes the divisive power of its existence. But we are not alone. We are allied with strength, with those who, in the same need, are faced with the same enemies. The Allied Princess and her plutocratic clique have mocked us as beasts and lesser-thans. We will watch proudly as she chokes those words down in a stew of our own blood as we raise the Archon flag high over the Allied headquarters. And as we lead the inevitable transmutation of all surviving humans back into their true reptilian selves, we will put a period on the human era and usher in the new and glorious reptilian age. My fellow Archons know my unalterable determination to carry a fight once begun to its successful conclusion. You know my determination in such a struggle to be deterred by nothing, to break every resistance which can be broken. The Allies dare not deceive themselves. In the 8,000 years of Archon history known to us, our kind have never been more united than today. And now, at long last, the final piece of the puzzle shall be laid. With the cold blood of the ancient Megalodon mingles with the reptilian. Mark my words, we will rule the universe forevermore. And then, we shall make the universe great again!
Welcome, Princess Kali. Van Helsing, I trust the sun rotation finds you well.
I've been better and worse, Dr. Jekyll.
I'm not sure why I've been strapped to this chair, but I'm feeling fine.
Excellent. We'll aim for no worse then. What's the ancient Greeks' fellow list of vows they assign to every new physician?
The Hippocratic Oath.
Yes, the Hippocratic Oath. I still remember some of it. In purity and according to divine law, will I carry out my life and my art.
You played fast and loose with that one, Doctor.
Not as loose as with some of the others. Into whatever homes I go, I will enter them for the benefit of the sick, avoiding any voluntary act of impropriety or corruption, including the seduction of women and men.
That's what I admire most about you, Dr. Jekyll. You get paid one way or the other.
What can I say, pupil? We're not in this for our health, after all.
Good to know. So, what's this all about? Why are we here?
To review your test results.
Test results? I don't recall submitting to any test.
Well, Princess Kali, you'll be pleased to know that the results of your fertility test are in. And you are indeed quite fertile.
I am? I knew it.
Fertility test? This again?
As for you, Mr. Van Helsing, I'm afraid the news is less optimistic.
Depends on how we define optimistic.
The doctor is speaking, VH.
You're infertile. Regardless of diet, exercise, or supplemental treatment, reproduction will be near impossible.
I see.
You all know I'm a clone, right?
Yes, however, many clones are quite fertile, so that status has nothing to do with this particular problem.
Is there a problem?
I want to have a baby.
Collie, we've been over this again and again. Can you explain how you discovered this, Dr. Jekyll? I haven't undergone a fertility test.
Oh, but you have.
Yes, I performed your semen analysis myself.
Semen analysis? I never submitted a sample. How did you get
I bottled some of your semen floating around the cabin and delivered it to the doctor.
Are you shitting me? I don't believe this.
I told you to stop pulling out, VH. My clock is ticking. I had to know.
I have the right to say no, you know.
My ship, my command.
My dick, my load.
Then maybe you should keep it to yourself.
Before either of you say something you'll regret, I do have some good news.
What?
A little something I've been working on in the lab. A Clomid apostodil hybrid, 400 times more potent than the conventional prescriptions. It also contains 10% rabbit DNA. My assistant will simply inject it into the penis head and—
Whoa, simply nothing. Nobody's injecting anything into my dick.
Hear the doctor out before you jump to judgment.
I've heard all I need to hear. You're not coming near me with any needles.
Jack, my window to produce offspring is closing fast. The allies of the future need a leader.
So name a successor, for fuck's sake. Don't stab me in the dick. That's the hostile vessel alarm.
High alert. All hands on deck. We'll reconvene in the command center. Doctor, unstrap him.
You heard her, unstrap me.
Damn.
I'll do what's right. I'll free the righteous. I'll lay down my life for the new eon.
Good, creature. Good. We must fight for freedom against oppressors, religious, social, or industrial. Be utterly opposed to compromise. Every fight is a fight to the finish. Each of us for himself, to do his own will. All of us for all, to establish the law of liberty. Let every man and beast bear arms, swift to resent oppression, generous and ardent to draw sword in any cause, if justice or injustice summon.
I'll loose Megalodon and Exterminator from their prison confines. I'll ride to the Abbey of Thelema. I'll rave and rape and rip and rend.
Everlasting world without end. Go forth, creature, into the starry eyes of eternal night. Use your stature, might, and fearsome reputation to compel those who would oppose you to wither and wilt. Go now. Go and inflict thy will.
Inflict thy will. Inflict thy will.
Inflict thy will.
Sounds like trouble. All I need is a split-second lapse to unleash my wrath.
I knew this day would come. Soon I will fly again, and this whole god-forsaken universe will pay.
This is strange.
That's one way of putting it.
Bort, Haru, keep an eye on the asteroid formations I'm seeing just below Venus's southwest curvature. Their movement is suspicious, and the Archons have employed Stormcloak camouflage before.
We're on it, Princess.
Thanks. That's all we need right now is another fucking ambush.
Frustrated.
Yes, I am.
Join the club. I still can't believe that shit you pulled down there.
What shit is that? Trying to propagate? Predict the future for humankind?
I wouldn't know about humankind. I'm a clone.
As you remind us, every chance you get.
Sometimes I think you forget.
What's with you in the Outsider Complex? Do you not want to be here? If that's the case, your ship's parked right on the launch dock. Nobody's stopping you, least of all me.
Doesn't sound like the kind of relationship you'd want to bring a child into.
Who said anything about a relationship? I'll take the child.
Oh, so that's it? I'm a means to an end?
Yes, VH. You're just a clone with nice pecs and a hard dick. You fuck like a machine and I want you to knock me up. Then you get back in your cage and wait until I summon you again. Asshole.
It's them. It's an Archon ambush. Raising shields, but our right hanger's taken some damage.
Hear me now, comrades! In our strongest hour, death is the solution to all problems. No allies, no problems! Death to the allies! Hurrah!
Princess Carly, we've lost another gunner.
Figure 8 flight patterns. Attack the mothership. Force the Archons to double back.
10-4.
You've done well, my child. Now is the time to fulfill your dark destiny and join me in the Temple of Thelema. I am waiting for you.
I'll be there in a jiffy to Megatherion.
Not a minute waste, my child. The enemy now attacks our temple. Continue your work, and on your way, send as many allies to damnation as you can. Inflict thy will.
Inflict thy will.
I'm hit. Godspeed, allies. Long live the Rebel Alliance. Oh dear. One of our own just mistakenly downed the commander. This is madness.
Who the hell's out there? We haven't lost an ally to friendly fire in years.
Friendly fire my ass. There was no one around the commander. He was wide open. The son of a bitch saw him and took the shot.
Lord, have we ID'd the pilot of the other ship?
Negative, Mom. It's an unlogged launch.
Someone hijacked one of our fighters?
It appears so.
God damn it. That ship's a needle in a haystack out there with our whole fleet deployed. It can pick off any one of our allies at will.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Send a navigator and a gunner to my ship. I'm going out.
VH, no. It's too dangerous.
I've never heard you say that since I've known you, Princess. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had a thing for me.
Good thing we know better. Stay put. I want you with me in command. There are better pilots and better shots out there.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but I joined the Allies to fight. I'm no good behind a computer screen. I'm a clone, not a cuck. See ya, sweetheart.
Kill off mankind. Give the universe a chance. Nature might find in her inheritance the seedlings of a race less infinitely base.
I'm here, Master. Thy will be done.
Splendid beast! Come, feast on the smoking bones of the fallen that surround us. Their flesh tastes like ecstasy.
Sounds tasty, but I'm a hunter. I like my prey alive.
As I prefer my women. But dead works too. In fact, it's at times preferable. They offer less resistance.
You're a trip, Crowley. You and that mind-speak bullshit. Got any barbecue sauce?
I'd much rather smear my meal with the holy ejaculate, beast. Gives it a pleasing, salty flavor.
See, you lost me there, guy.
Don't be shy, Sasquatch. Come, join me for your last meal. We'll pray, meditate, and engage in sex magic. And afterwards, you'd fulfill your promise and close the circle.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe I've just been in a brain fog, bro. But this shit's starting to sound cuckoo. My last meal, sex magic, and close what circle?
Come now, beast. There's nothing to fear. Your path is written in the stars. Your sacrifice shall be the rebirth of the glorious Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn.
The what?
The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. And when we arrive at Estrella de Inferno, and you offer your life to Satan, to Pan, to Beelzebub, your potential shall at last be realized, and your life force will be absorbed by me!
Now maybe I've been sleepwalking, but that sounds like a raw deal. I ain't offering my life force to nobody, you hear me?
It never fails. The dumb ones always teeter-totter at the end.
I'll teeter-totter on your noggin, cocksucker.
Oh, all right. If that's what it'll take. I've no qualms. Come here, I'll suck your dick.
Fiend, you've tricked me. I've hurt my friends. The allies took me in, took care of me, and I repaid them in blood.
Indeed. Your weak mind allowed me to play you as one would a puppet. A big, furry puppet. And now that you've freed the Megalodon, we Archons can capture him, as the Nazis did long ago, and genetically manipulate his DNA to bring about the end of the human race, once and for all.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Jesus? Ha ha! Now there's a magician.
What have I done? What have I done?
VH, my radar shows you approaching the Archon mothership. Are you out of your mind?
Stop busting my balls, princess. I told you, I go where the action is.
There's a fine line between action and death.
So find another Jack Van Helsing. They're out there.
I don't want another Jack Van Helsing. I want you.
Hey now, that's nice to hear.
I mean it. Don't you even think of dying on me.
Don't worry your pretty little head, princess. I'll come back in one piece.
Just make sure that piece is breathing.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't believe that dirty old bastard Crowley played me. I'm such a dumb animal sometimes. This is for the allies, motherfuckers.
The Thelemite does not suffer death. The Thelemite is eternal. The Thelemite perceives himself the universe by virtue of the categories of life and death. The Thelemite bringeth life and prosperity, and also death and destruction. By his own hand. Amen. The Sasquatch is an savage beast. The Sasquatch is the obeyer of man, and man is the lowest form of life in the universe. The Sasquatch performs a command, and if led to the cliff, will jump. The Sasquatch can bring no harm to the witting or erudite.
Shit, goddamn! VH, you there? Come in, VH.
Foot, where have you been, Sasquatch?
Being stupid. How about you?
You know it, big guy.
Got a minute? I could use a hand.
I'm on my way. Give me your coordinates.
It's easy. You see the Archon mothership?
How could I miss it?
I'm up its ass.
Hang tight. I'll shoot down his throat and we'll spit roast the bastards.
Just like old times. Yahoo!
Princess, come in.
Talk to me.
I found Foot.
You did? Where?
He's on the front line, taking it to him. He got all the way to the Archon mothership. I'm on my way to help.
Be careful, Jack. The mothership's armed to the hilt. We never know how it'll strike next.
Just keep the Archon fighters off me. I'm sending my XYZ coordinates for some lateral fire. I need to get in close.
You got it. Attention allies. Draw the Archons away from their mothership. Prevent them from accessing headquarters at all costs.
I'm at your 1 o'clock, buddy.
You joined the party just in time. Let's rock.
Akadua. Buffer Bio by Aya Chefu Duda Nar Af Annatera.
The Archon mothership's been destroyed. We did it. We did it.
Yeah, boy!
Fuck yeah! Whoa!
Remain strong, comrades. Our enemies destroy steel, but they cannot dent the Archon will.
No, my friend.
VH, come in. VH. VH?
Smile, you son of a bitch.
Princess Carly? Mom, are you there? She may have just taken a moment to collect herself. This is dreadful, Haru. Just dreadful.
God damn it, VH. You and your cowboy crap. You always gotta be in the middle of the shitstorm. Why can't you play it smart? For once in your cloned life. Why did you have to come help me? I didn't deserve it. I'm just a dumb animal. A big dumb animal. It should have been me. Fucking should have been me.
I still can't believe the Archon's mothership is no more, Doctor. Do you think this means the conflict is over? That we've finally won?
Knowing the Archon mindset, I sincerely doubt it. And I'm concerned for Princess Kali's well-being. She's done a leader's job of keeping her feelings private, but I know she cared for Van Helsing.
Yes, his death is truly unfortunate. But you know there may be recourse.
Recourse?
Van Helsing was a clone. We generated clones before, and with your patented gestation accelerator, we could.
Retrieve his sperm sample. Bring it to me.
Here it is. Still sitting, hidden from the Archons and allies alike. Our little secret. The 60 megaton kinetic space bomb. I still remember the wild ride we took to escape the old mothership last year, and how you held me. It felt like we were the only two left in the galaxy. I couldn't remember the last time I felt that way. And I've felt it every day since. But that day, spinning out of control through space, wondering if at any moment we'd clip an asteroid and detonate on impact, was when I knew I wanted your baby. And now it's over. Forever. Why, VH? Why did you have to go?
This isn't so bad. This decoy spacecraft is unmarked and untraceable. A culprit of no conflict, allowing me to start anew, to traverse the stars unmolested. Those infidels will believe me dead, and dead to them I shall be, until it is time to rise again, to bring about the Aeon of Horus and the godless universe. Yes, Aleister Crowley will have his revenge, and until that day comes, I shall identify as one George Archibald Bishop, humble poet and kindly traveler. Won't they be surprised?
Thank you for sticking by me, Bogey. A most loyal servant you've turned out to be.
I knew you'd return, sir. It was only a matter of time. I merely plugged into my power dock and waited. You reappeared far sooner than I expected.
That's a good part, Bogey. And this dark, dank city of Kerr will be perfect for us on the Lamb. And as my new underground base of operations, far better than roving the star system like some basic shark.
You're anything but basic, sir. You're a miracle of evolution, a wonder of scientific ingenuity.
You do know how to stroke my ego, Bogey. So I'll tell you what. You keep stroking while I plot our next move. And by the time I'm through, this galaxy will rue the day it ever heard the name Megalodon.
I hate you, motherfuckers. I hate you, motherfuckers. I hate you, motherfuckers.
Princess, I hope it's not a bad time.
It's all relative, Dr. Jekyll. What do you want?
I'd like you to meet me in my laboratory at once. I have something I think you'll be quite interested in.
I'm on my way.
The cloning was a massive success, Doctor. I can't tell the difference at all. I just helped him suit up and he's physically identical. Right down to the small mole on his, well, you know.
I agree. He does look impressive. But the true test is still to come.
His mannerisms are virtually the same. But will his reactions also be? Will he have the same personality, the same likes and dislikes?
We'll find out soon. If not, we can always tweak the frontal lobe and cast him again.
Good idea, Doctor.
All right, Jekyll. I'm here. What do you have for me?
My, that was fast. Call him in.
Him?
Please enter the lab through the doorway to your left.
Hello, Princess.
Jack?
Call me VH.
I can't believe this. We saw you die. How did you...
As you recall, Princess, the original Jack Van Helsing died long ago. The one we engaged with most recently was his clone. Using the sperm sample you provided, we simply generated him again.
Whoa, I missed something.
Oh, VH. Do you remember me?
I think so. You do that thing with your tongue, right?
I can do a lot of things with my tongue. Why don't I show you them all? You tell me which one you're thinking of.
Deal.
Hot damn, welcome back, my man.
Is that a Sasquatch?
That's your best friend.
That's right, bro. And don't worry, I won't let you down again.
Not the most reliable friend, then.
We've been at war. Unfortunate things happen in battle. You tend to exacerbate matters by being foolhardy.
You can say that again. I'm not talking to the old VH, am I? Is this a...
Clone, correct.
Why don't you have a seat in the doctor's chair, Bigfoot, so we can...
Shut the fuck up!
Fair enough.
Our enemies have retreated for the time being, VH. If you'd like, I can show you around in one of our star cruisers. Get you reacquainted with our galaxy, among other things.
That sounds like fun, Princess.
Oh, you have no idea.
One more thing, Kali. I made sure to give special attention to one detail. This Van Helsing is exceptionally fertile.
You don't say. Come on, mister. You and I have some catching up to do.
Don't mind if we do.
Well, that's my cue. I'm going for a run. Page me if you need me.